So, I finally have stuff to talk about again. Doing things differently. What would I have done differently when I first moved into my van? Off the top of my head, there was a couple of things I could think of, but when I really start thinking about it, there's definitely some things that I could have handled differently and that I would have done differently for sure. For one, this is probably gonna be on the top. I would have gave myself more time to think out how I wanted my van build layout to be and exactly how big I needed my sink, how much ventilation I need, and how many fans I need in here to cool me off and all that. My heat source, I think, is good. I don't think well, when I first started off, I was like, I want two different types of heat sources. That way, if one fails, one can take its place. I wouldn't have bought a huge generator. I just wouldn't have bought that. I think I could have done without the generator. Sorry about that. Yeah, I wouldn't have bought the generator. I'm literally about to prepare my breakfast, so yeah. Because I don't need all that power. It was over 4,000 watts and it was heavy. It was making the back of my van sag down. I would always have to make sure I'm not gonna hit anything when I was bagging up. It was a big hassle, and that's just literally dead weight that's sitting in my storage unit somewhere. Now I still have a generator because I don't want to take my house batteries and plug them into my alternator because I just don't want to put the extra strain on my alternator. I still have a generator, and it's like not even half of the size. So just figuring out what you really need and what you don't need. I figured out, like, I've gotten rid of so much stuff that I thought I needed and I did not need at all. And it's just like eye-opening because I thought, like, when I first got into this lifestyle, oh, I need this, I'm never gonna be able to live without this. Having an electric heater and running it off the generator just sounded like the obvious choice to me, or having an electric heater and running it off the batteries just was like, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is the obvious decision. It's the safest decision, going with an electric heater than a propane heater. But then when you are out there and you're actually living the lifestyle full time, you realize, like, okay, I gotta, like, get rid of some stuff and figure out how to live more efficiently, because trying to run any type of electric heater for the most part is gonna just eat at your batteries, because whenever you take electricity and you convert it to heat, all it does is just eat up your battery, eat up the juice in the battery really fast. It's just not efficient to do electric heater, in my opinion. And that's when I realized, okay, I'm spending what was it? That was a 6-gallon gas tank. It was about $10 to fill up that gas tank, or $12 to fill up that gas tank back in the winter. And it would run for like 14 hours or 18 hours. And I would feel like the king of the world. It was a pretty quiet generator in my opinion, but once I ran it enough, I seen that, like, okay, this is ridiculous. I don't need this much heat. I just need enough heat to get me comfortable in the van and just insulate more. My insulation was good, but it was still poor. It was areas that I could definitely improve in, like making that wall over there and separating my main living area from the driver's area was a big improvement. Sorry about that. And I could already like see how it was a big improvement. Thinking I had to have my TV and game in here, and my microwave. Those 3 things I thought was like a really, really big deal. And come to find out, I don't even use them. I use them every so often, but now I've used my phone a lot more, and I don't really ever use the TV. I don't ever use the TV. So I think my priorities were misplaced. Even though it was during the winter, I think I should have been looking for a refrigerator, and I think I should have started to learn how to cook a year ago, before I got into this lifestyle, because you can't just cook everything in a microwave. I realize that now, and every day I'm trying to cook more and more, not just to eat healthy, but to start learning how to cook a little bit. And that's where I didn't get a refrigerator until just 2 weeks ago. So, and it was mainly because I seen how my batteries were going, and I'm like, there's no way I had those cheap cooler refrigerators. You guys know, I'm not sure how much you guys know about them, but they're powered by these things called Peltier cooling devices, and one side gets really hot and one side gets really cold. And the colder the faster you draw the heat away from the hot side, the colder the cold side could get. And those devices are in those portable coolers that you guys see that they say no ice and stuff like that. And by me running one of those on my battery system and it drawing like 5 amps all the time, I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to support an actual refrigerator on my battery system, even though I have 300 amp hour batteries, which really is only, cut that in half, that's really only 150 amp hours in batteries. So I was really skeptical, and I didn't know how much my game system was drawing off my batteries when I first got into my van and I was using it. So what I would have done is really did my research and found out exactly what I need, because you see other YouTubers doing videos and talking about what you need, but I think everyone still has their own way of doing things, and I think when you're like in that moment, you don't really think about what other people are really doing, kinda. You kinda just take on your own way of doing things, or at least for me, that's what I did. And I know for some of the things I started out doing, I'm still doing, just a little bit differently. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to touch on. Just like, take your time with your van build out. Take your time and really think about what you need. Like, maybe if you already have your van, go out a few times. Like, before you break your lease, before you move out of your home, before you move out of your apartment, go out a few times. I would say give yourself a year. The reason I say give yourself a year, because you need to experience the cold, you need to experience the heat. Like, to me, the heat is the biggest part. Like, I don't know, maybe because I'm basically in the north, where it's always, where it's really cold in the winter, or, and hot or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Well, I started in the winter, and once the summer got here, it was like, I can't, like, this is crazy. This is like getting unbearable. It's like 100 something degrees in my van, and I don't know what to do. Like, this is my home. And then, yeah, you guys seen the, people keep on asking, where's the air conditioner? I took the air conditioner out. Okay, it didn't work. I admit, I was wrong. What I was trying to do was basically stay stealth and have an air conditioner indoors. And all that air conditioner was sorry, I'm like, okay, here we go. All that air conditioner was me trying to take a portable air conditioner, or like make a window air conditioner a portable air conditioner. And I couldn't do it because I didn't do it right. I could have, but I didn't do it right. And I'm actually not mad, because I missed this little space I had. So it didn't work for me. I thought it was gonna work, and you're always optimistic when you're first doing something. You're like, yeah, it's gonna work. It has no choice but to work. So that's why I don't have the air conditioner anymore. It didn't work for me. Thinking back on it, what would I have done differently? I would have actually I think either would have bought more fans, or I would have actually bought an indoor portable air conditioner that I can vent out the van easily. And the reason I hesitate with that, not because of how long I think I would run the air conditioner, because, oh, I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm like, why is my fan making these weird noises? 1 second. Alright, so I think I would have just bought a portable air conditioner, and people were like, oh, aren't you worried about it taking up so much gas, blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not, because that's what RVs do. They don't run their air conditioners off their batteries. They're either plugged up to shore power, or they're running an air conditioner off a generator. So it's no different than when I ran my air conditioner off of a generator. I mean, it's gonna suck up gas. That's its job. It's working. It wasn't using any more gas than when I was just running my normal house objects. air conditioners today, they make them pretty efficient, and that it didn't really bother my generator, and I didn't see any more usage of gas than I did when I regularly used it. So there's that. So I think for a cooling source next year, I'm going to just for like the really hot days or some of the summer, I'm going to put the air conditioner on the back. Put the generator back on the back of the van, or even a smaller generator. I'm not sure. I'm actually trying to figure out something. I want to know if I can actually run my small generator and use it to put power back into the batteries and run the run the air conditioner off the batteries. Because if you're putting power into the batteries and taking power out of the batteries, I wonder if there's a point where it will just like equal out each other. Like you're putting so many amps into the battery and volts into the battery that maybe at some point you're actually putting more power into the batteries than the air conditioner is taking out of the batteries, or the microwave is taking out of the batteries. And that's what I want to do. I plan on running some tests. I'm actually scared to do it with my batteries, because I just don't want to ever see my batteries low, but I'm thinking about doing it. So there's that, and if I can do it, that's going to be a huge game changer. So my tips to you guys is, don't overthink it when you're getting into the van life. Don't psych yourself out and like start thinking about things where you just get too scared to do it, because there's really great opportunities here living in a van, and you could take advantage of this. You just have to want it, and there's gonna be struggles, just like there are struggles in an apartment or house. There's gonna be takes and gives that you're gonna have to do. I think anywhere you live, there's gonna be some type of struggles, financial struggles, or neighbors you're gonna have to deal with, or something. There's gonna always be something. There's just less or more of it in situations depending on depending on you. So my advice to you, give yourself time to live in a van. Give yourself look at a few different layouts. Look at people's look at people telling the truth and saying, okay, this didn't work for me, okay, this did work for me, and gauge it off of that, because people that's really living this lifestyle is how you're gonna really know what you have to do. And I could definitely say that's true for me, because there's a couple of routes I took that was different than other people, and now I'm like kind of following them, catching up to them, with like the refrigerator solution, with the solar solution, all of that, with finally cooking in my van. It's just, everyone's gonna take their own time, and even if you do want to do your own thing, you'll find your way. Just keep your head up and keep checking for it, and watch as many videos as you can, and not just watch videos, because that'll never really truly prepare you. You gotta get out there and do it. Even if you're scared, just go try it, because I can sit here all day long and tell you what it's like living in a van and looking for a place to park and getting that unexpected knock, but you're never really gonna know how that feels unless you get out there and do it to some degree. So with that said, I'm about to make me some bacon, about to make me some eggs and pancakes. Oh, matter of fact, I'll probably put a picture at the end of this video showing you guys how my breakfast came out this morning, and so you guys get hungry just like I am every morning. So alright guys, I love you. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me and my crazy video uploads, and just being loyal fans and supporters. Thank you everyone that has supported my channel, my journey, supported me, showed me kindness. I appreciate you all so much. And there's a video that I want to upload, but it's kind of hard to upload it because it was so long. It was like 30-40 minutes long, and I'm like, this isn't gonna work. It's too long of a video. So if you guys are actually interested in seeing my battery system and hearing me talk about my batteries, let me know, and I think I'll just give you access to that video. I don't think I want to make that video public, just because it's so long of a video and I'm not sure how many people want to see that video. So alright everyone, thank you so much for subscribing, liking, sharing my videos. Have a good day. Enjoy your weekday. Bye.